Acknowledge me.
Here we go! 느흐라!
Whoa!
하루비 요요, 하루비 요요. 요! 요! 됐다!
Alfie.
알피! 예. 아프데이트, 메리데이트.
Don't stop believing, you peanuts!
하피! 라브짱. 알피. Thank you, Alfie! See you soon!
Yeah!
Hello and welcome to the Decent Wrestling Show, and welcome to a random year-end Q&A. I asked for a bunch of questions on X and I got about 3 replies, but luckily they sent a lot of questions and one person understood the assignment and sent 20 questions. So for the 2 people watching, let's get into the first question. What is your favourite K-drama that was released this year? So I looked at my list of K-dramas that I've watched this year because I keep a list, and I haven't actually watched many that actually took place this year. I am probably going to watch Zombieverse because I heard good things about that, but I haven't watched it just yet. The Glory Part 2 took place in 2023, and that was a very good series. So dark and depressing at times, but such a good revenge drama. But I think the one that definitely stood out to me, and is actually one of my favourite K-dramas, is Celebrity. Definitely recommend go checking out Celebrity. Just an absolutely superbly well shot show, very interesting and unique. It was just such a fun ride, and I had to binge watch it all. Great twists and turns, and the concept was intriguing along with the narrative. Definitely recommend go checking it out. You will not be disappointed. Who is your favourite non-actress girls Joshi? That would have to go to Marika Kabashi, whom I met at an Eve show earlier this year, which was fantastic. She was absolutely super kind and humble, and it was great to meet her, and she's a fantastic talent. Superb in the ring, has that coolness factor, presence and aura is what she has. What is your most treasured Joshi memorabilia? I would say that portrait is my most treasured memorabilia because Senashori was my first favourite wrestler, and when she graduated, obviously it was a very sad moment, but she wrote that on her final portrait for me, which I thought was really sweet of her, and I definitely hope we see her again. Another thing that is very dear to me is a shirt from Hikari Noa, which she signed. Unfortunately, it seems to be fading away, the drawings now. But she wrote Hikashio forever because she knew that I was a huge Senna fan. I've also Ren-san, also from AJWG, knew I was a Misamatsui fan. So she put a Matsui Kawaii hashtag on one of the things she signed for me, which is really cool that they take note of that. What is your favourite Go Chica pick? I mean, there's a lot of them, so this one. God damn. Favourite TV show and movie of the year? Well, I guess my favourite TV show of the year would be Celebrity. I don't watch many Western TV shows anymore. And favourite movie? I don't think I watched a single movie this year. The only thing movie related that I watched was it was top 50 worst moments of Hollywood of this year, and yeah, I'm glad I stopped watching because it's just so bad now. You know, there's no focus on actually making a good movie or good TV show anymore, making an intriguing, gripping story. with unique twists and turns, and it is literally all, oh, who's our main character? What identity are they? Oh, they're gay. What's their personality though? Oh, they're gay. Right. That doesn't matter. Why should I like them? Because they're gay. Well, that's not a reason to like or dislike someone. How about they actually have a personality? You know? It's like they focus so much on their identity that they forget to actually make the TV show or movie interesting and make the character interesting, other than you have to like them because they're this. Well, no. You shouldn't boil down someone to just whatever their orientation is or their gender is. That shouldn't be the main focal point of your film, because that's just not interesting. Why does that matter? Why does that matter so much? It shouldn't. The focus should be on what struggles have they gone through? How have they overcome them? What have they dealt with in their life? Do they have resolve? Do they have passion? Do they have fire in their heart? Are they kind? All these things. Not boil it down to what are they. I want to know who are they and why should I like them. Because if you don't like the lead character, if your lead character's boring, chances are your show is going to be pretty bad. And now I hear they're bringing back Little Britain. And they're going to make it kind. Yeah. Kind and diverse. Little Britain. Kind and diverse. That completely defeats the point of Little Britain. The point of Little Britain was to make fun of everyone. No one was off limits. They just made fun of everyone. But what people don't seem to understand is they seem to, like, let's say they make a joke. There was one that got in controversy earlier this year. Why it was specifically this joke was the only one that got backlash.
Martin, it's Linda. I've got a student here who needs the rest of the week off. Personal reasons. Mum's ill. Yep, it's Kenneth Lau. How can I describe him? He's got straight black hair, yellowish skin, slight smell of soy sauce. That's it, the Ching Chong Chinaman. Okay. He says that's fine.
The whole point of the joke was to make fun of how stupid racists are. That was, the joke was on, the target of the joke was not the Asian kid. The target of the joke was the racists. So being against that joke is basically being for racism and saying, oh no, racists shouldn't be made fun of. Yes, they should, because they're stupid. Rant over, people are stupid. Favourite video game of the last year? I haven't really been into gaming that much. So I can't really think of a game that I've even played this year. I mean, I played FIFA, but I think that came out 2022. Same with I think the last UFC game which I've been playing. I think that came out a year or so ago as well. So yeah, I don't really have an answer for that one. Your choice for the next breakout star? For me, that'd be Yui Tenshoku. I just think she has the it factor. She just does. I think she's a special talent, and I think she's going to be at the top of actress goals next year. Your Mount Rushmore of Joshi wrestling. I'm going to make two here. I'm going to make one based off wrestling skill, and one based off influence in wrestling. Now, with the influence one, I could just list a bunch of people from the 90s, but I'm going to break it down into eras. So based on influence, for the 90s, I'd have to say Minami Toyota makes it. For expanding wrestling overseas, I would say Asuka deserves to be there. For pushing boundaries and breaking down walls, I would say Julia. That might be a controversial one. And just for her influence on training so many of the people we see today, Yuna Manase. She is like the mother of Joshi. and it's amazing. Now, based on wrestling skill, I think you have to go with Manami Toyota and Akira Hokuto. I personally prefer Akira Hokuto because I think he had more charisma, and I think her matches were slightly better. Io Sky would have to go on there as well, just a wealth of talent there. And then I'll go with one of the most underrated Joshis, who I think deserves to be on the Mount Rushmore, and that is Tsukasa Fujimoto. Incredible talent, and does not get near enough the love that she deserves. What's a movie that changed your life? Changed my life? I don't think I really had one that changed my life per se. I guess probably movie I watched as a kid, Bridge to Terabitha. That show will mess you up. Favourite K-pop song of the year? So I plan on doing a top 100. Whether I'll post that on YouTube or X, I don't know. But I'd say my favourite K-pop song of the year is from a little known group called Limelight, and it's the song Madeline.
You make me love you, why don't you know? 잠 못든 밤꿈 같은 Madeline love. You make me love you, why don't you know? 떨리는 맘 틈새로 falling in love. You make me love you. 꿈속 하늘을 걸어 thinking of you.
Banger. They make so many good songs. They did Honestly as well, and they coming back in January, so I can't wait to see that one as well. Favourite moment in wrestling of the year? I mean, it has to be the formation of Teppen. Unpopular music opinion you have? I'll give a couple. NMIXX. I don't like any of their songs. None of their songs are interesting to me. Beyonce hasn't put out a good song in over a decade. The Weeknd fell off after Starboy. That was his last good album. He's been terrible since. Drake is one of the least talented people on earth. He has literally no charisma, no songwriting skills, no rapping skills. He has nothing interesting. He doesn't even write his own terrible raps. He has a ghostwriter for them. It's very obvious. He is terrible. His voice is awful. His beats are awful. He's not interesting to listen to. I couldn't name you 5 of his songs, and he's supposed to be the biggest artist ever. Although it's mainly just because people stream him because they want to seem cool. 99% of people don't actually enjoy listening to him. I mean, you look at the charts and look at physical sales, and he fails miserably because no one would go out of their way to go outside and get a Drake album, let's be really honest. Without streaming, Drake would be a nobody. Opinion on the amazing Twitter user at Barrock0. He's a pretty cool guy. And a loyal, respectful friend. When I got quote-unquote cancelled a few years ago, like 3 times, he stuck by me because he'd actually spoken to me and he knew who I was and didn't take other people's opinions to his heart. And that's what a real friend does. That, you know, instead of just blocking off the person, they speak to them. What's your favourite, he said soda, but favourite fizzy drink? Dr. Pepper. Need I say more? What's your favourite place to eat at? To take away would be Burger King. And I've had a couple other Burger Kings that weren't so good, but the one where I live is fantastic. They are incredible. But the favourite place to eat at would be Arbuckle's. Wonderful, wonderful food there. Especially Lone Star chicken. And they have a great dessert with mint chocolate, like brownie pieces and stuff. Fantastic. Love that place. Favourite Suri match? Versus Misa Matsuri, of course. Thoughts on metric? The metric system? How many fingers do you have? 8.
Or so the Germans would have us believe.
Which finger is your favourite? Well, I'm British, so the pinky, because pinky's up. Whenever you're drinking tea, you gotta have your pinky up.
Or so the Germans would have us believe.
Which finger is your least favourite? I don't know, the index finger.
Or so the Germans would have us believe.
Favourite time of the year / season? Winter, because cold is better. Your go-to toppings for a burger? Cheese, bacon, with mayonnaise and ketchup. Nothing beats that. However, also the alternative is having cheese, kebab, doner kebab, and mayonnaise. Immense. It's called a super burger. Amazing. 3 wrestlers to look out for in 2024. I'll give 1 from Actress Girls, 1 from the rest of Joshi, and 1 from WWE. Yoten Shuku, who I mentioned earlier. Marika Kobashi. I think she's going to take over the world in 2024. And from WWE, Obafemi. I think he has that it factor. I think he's going to be a big star. Has the absolute look of a megastar. Favourite pizza toppings? Sweet corn and pepperoni. Usually I just go with pepperoni, but I do like sweet corn on there too. Pineapple on pizza? I'd rather jump in front of a train or watch an episode of Dynamite than have pineapple on pizza. Favourite song? My favourite song of all time is You Rock My World by the greatest artist and the greatest entertainer, the greatest dancer, the greatest singer, the greatest showman of all time, and that is Michael Jackson. You Rock My World is so smooth, so silky, so catchy, absolute masterpiece, as are most of Michael Jackson's songs. Favourite Roman Reigns match? Quite a few. You could have SummerSlam against Brock Lesnar. SummerSlam 2022, that is. You could have Fastlane against Daniel Bryan 2022. The WrestleMania Triple Threat with Edge and Daniel Bryan. But I'd say probably the match against Jey Uso at Hell in a Cell. Storytelling at its finest. Roman Reigns is just one of the best storytellers of all time. Such an incredible talent, and probably my favourite wrestler of all time. Favourite TV show ever? The Office. The UK version. Not the shitty US version. The UK version with Ricky Gervais, the awkward moments, the awkward silences. It is a masterpiece.
Oh, he's Elaine. She left you yet? Yeah. Alright, see you then. She has left him. I forgot about that. Sounds, this is Ricky. Hello, mate.
Nice to see you, mate.
This guy does the best Ali G impersonation. I did do it. Go on.
I don't. I think there's someone else.
Sorry, no, it's not you. It's the other one.
The other what? Packy.
That's racist. It's the people. Investment in people. Yeah? My proudest moment here wasn't when I increased profit by 17% or cut expenditure without losing a single member of staff. It was a young Greek guy, first job in the country, hardly spoke a word of English, but he came to me and he went, "Mr. Brent, will you be the godfather to my child? So. Didn't happen in the end. We had to let him go. He was rubbish. He was rubbish.
And it could be worse. There's a neighbour of mine, Calvin. He's 32 and he still lives with his parents.
I live with my parents.
Cherish him, really, because you will miss him when they're not around.
From Cooper and Webb Consultants.
Who's Cooper and who's Webb?
Neither of us.
I forget that all the time, do you?
No.
See, I'd ask you, but you're a bit old, really.
30s, give me a break.
Born in the 30s.
I'm 30s. I'm 30s. So.
Yeah, but you've let yourself go a bit, don't you?
I've let myself go a bit.
Yeah.
Take a look at yourself. You're an embarrassment, love, to be honest. Who's Mr. Toad?
Some people call you that as well.
I thought I was Bluto.
Yeah, Bluto and Mr. Toad.
Why am I Mr. Toad? There's the face again. What? It's an insult, isn't it? Very... body fascism. That's what that is. The toad is the ugliest of all the amphibians. I can't... If we're handing out insults for being fat, let's have a go at him. Look at him. Why... And he's got glasses. Let's call... 4 eyes as well. Why don't we call him Fatty Fatty Toad Boy if we're... You know, at least start on him and then move on. Yeah, I spoke to her on the phone. Seemed quite nice, so... feels a bit sick, really. Not nerves, excitement, really. Not sexual, you know. But she said to be wearing a white chiffon scarf to help me spot her. So, oh, for fuck's sake.
David?
Huh? Yep, hiya.
Thoughts on Impractical Jokers? I've only seen like a handful of clips here and there, and it seems hit or miss for me. I don't know, I haven't really given it a chance. I'm too busy watching British comedies, which are just so much better. Top 3 matches you want to see in 2024. Misamatsu versus Asahi, the rematch. Brock Lesnar versus Gunther. And Rensan versus the Great Asako. Will you ever go to WrestleMania? If they come to the UK, then yeah. And favourite movie, Moonwalker. Still holds up to this day. It's got Michael Jackson music videos and songs in it. Can't beat that. Thank you for listening and watching for the probably the one person, if that, who's remaining. If you did watch the whole thing, put in the comments below. I don't know. Put the word watermelon in the comments below if you actually watched the whole thing. Take care and adios.
5、4、3、2、1。バイバーイ。またねー。